Welcome back, everyone, to the Ghost 4v4 Search and Destroy. Apologies for taking a little bit of a break. Had to get everyone moving forward into the tournament. And of course, we now have advanced ourselves to the semi-finals, taking place between the team known as 1400, as well taking place versus the side of GoldBlood. So you know how Landon loves having teams known as numbers, so this should obviously be a fun one. A lot of numbers going to be brought up, and one that's not too fond is a 1-on-4. And we'll see if Aquanic can surprise us for round number 1. Of course, he representing the side of GoldBlood. Finds one from behind. It shuts down in Crusade. And that's the awkward part about being in this certain situation is that it's not easy to escape out of, but granted, he does find an excess kill. Flare toward his left, and it is going to be Hulksta who does shut him down. So it was a valiant effort there coming in from Aquanic, but just when you're in that particular building, instead of shed, it's so difficult to escape just due to the fact of there only being 2 line sights and kind of being in the back left or back right corner, depending on where you're coming from of the map. And with that, Hulksta does cap off 3 kills in the round. So nice hat trick there for him in round number 1. Now, I didn't even ask for a prediction. However, I did receive a prediction from Hugs in the direct messages, and he tweeted me, or just sent me basically saying 6-2, 6-3. So he's feeling pretty confident. GoldBlood feeling very confident coming into this matchup. And Hugs is as well. And Twerk starting to light things off. Ends up finding a nice kill there on the flank, being aware of such. But it looks like King Crusade dropping, and Hulksta in unison also finds a kill on Twerk. Coming from around the corner, finds one just toward his left. Beautiful shot there on Aquanic. And now Hulksta has to try and stay alive, and his position should be known. Yes, Hugs is going to be there, and that will now level the rounds at 1 apiece. Of course, you're going to see a lot of pushes over toward B. Probably not going to see any toward A. However, in a lot of the Ghost tournaments that we've been able to broadcast, we've still been seeing quite a few teams make at least some sort of a presence known toward A, whether it's just a stun check or even someone kind of sitting in back streets to kind of watch that potential flight that could come in from a rush for the defensive team. But still, teams kind of respecting one another, forcing their issue over toward the correct bomb site, but everyone kind of being aware of the offside hit. That could happen really at any time, but it looks like this round not going to be any different. Spot checks coming in, and actually some information gained there from Hazels. Didn't have that thermal Remington, and he does get a nice nade there on Twerk. So Twerk going to be silenced. And just like that, Aquanic now left all by himself. Thankfully does have that Vector in his back pocket, USR as a primary. But this should not be a round that he obviously ends up taking if you are Aquanic in this situation. Making his way inside of American, and he is going to get good timing on one player from behind. Spots one player on the bomb, and do not tell me this is going to happen. Oh my god. Okay, I was about to say, like, that either could have been absolutely amazing, or that player knew exactly what was going on. Surely Hazel sees him, right? Okay, I was going to say, okay, he lets him know. Just making sure. I was very worried that that would be one of the best ninja diffuses of all time, or it was a trick. And it was a trick. How dare you? How dare you tease me like that? Regardless, Hulksta 6-1 after 3 rounds, playing very well right now for his team. And of course, in that last round, well, of course, Hulksta ends up closing it out. But you cannot deny a valiant effort from Aquanic to try and go for the ninja diffuse. It's a 1-on-4, especially over on A. There's only so many places that you can hide when it comes down to that, and trying to retake the site as a lonely soldier, it's not easy to do. So can't hate on him for that. We're loading in here toward round number 4. The Catholic lobby's already dropped. There'll be a 2-on-2 to make it a 1-on-2. Hazel's continuing to do some damage. That's now 1. It looks like it's going to be ACR the Creator coming from middle, who shuts down 2-back Thug Lord coming on that flank from 10. As he will cut him down as well. And I was getting ready to mention we were on board with Twerk for, I think, a few minutes as he was firing some shots toward 10 and around Water Tower area. And I believe in the quarterfinals we were able to kind of catch on stream. Twerk ended up dropping 14 kills. I don't remember. I think it might have been either Sovereign or Freight. I'm not exactly sure the exact map. I was told that was Sovereign. He ended up dropping 14 kills. So if there is one player to be looking out for, it would be him. And currently he's sitting at 3-4 for his team right now. So something to be aware of, to say the least. And it looks like his teammates, both Aquanic and 2-pack, coming on the flank as Twerk and Hugs get dropped. And so 2 players on the flank is now going to have to stand in defensive hold. And nice shot, nice long-range shot actually coming in from Tupac. Shuts down ACR. And it looks like Aquatic doing some damage as well. Aquatic finds 2 on both Hazels and Crusade. And now Hulksta, the man who's at 7-2, the man who's been dominating so far in this match, has to do it again, has to clutch up in this situation, finds one on Aquatic. Tupac versus Hulksta, and it is going to be Tupac who wins that gunfight. A 2-on-4 clutch to close out the round. Beautiful stuff from them, as that was not an easy retake to make happen. Both of these guys were on the flank. Their teammates dropped so early in the round. And Aquatic finds 2 big kills. And leaves Hulksta by himself. And it's Tupac at a close range instead of Bricks, who will end him out. So props in that situation. 2-on-4, got to give you some momentum to say the least if you are the set of GoldBlood. Feeling pretty good after that, but still they are down 2 rounds to 3. Getting on with Hugs as he's going to get a nice assist, thankfully, to the added Remington shots coming in there from Aquatic, as Crusade will drop for the first blood, and looks like ACR going to be up at top drug. Spinal clear on the flank, finishes him off. Just instead of Bricks as well, and his teammate will shut him down. Extra nade, is that one actually going to connect? No, Aquatic just going to be toward his right, and it seemed that nade that wasn't going to do a whole lot of damage, that was just going to be thrown to the wayside as an extra, could have actually found a kill. So thankfully for Aquatic, he was just toward the left of that one. Spotting someone through that picket fence. Pistol in his back pocket, needs to quickly reload. It's now about how can he clutch this one out, and at this point you're thinking maybe he goes for the bomb. But the bomb's a pretty easy target. He's going to get shut down from the side, so just kind of an awkward timing. You really don't know where to check in that particular point. And ACR, the creator. Good line sight to hold, of course, has in that particular building, has line sight of a number of different angles. Watches the flank coming from white truck. Also can peek through mid street, call that one out to his teammates, or call that one out to his teammate. There's actually a 2-on-1 in that situation there for 1400, but now they are going to be up 4 rounds to 2 in the semifinal. Of course, both these teams trying to advance all the way toward the end. So stand board with ACR, the creator, continuing to hold a top building. Not seeing anyone as of yet, and based on the position right now from Hulksta and Creator, they could be making a rotation from this B side over toward A, but there is going to be one player lingering kind of toward this mid-map area. This is going to be Hugs. If you see someone on the flank, and he is most likely, I don't think he actually spots him through that window. He does not spot that player, so he's going to engage out. And maybe he did spot him in the end. That pre-fire makes me think otherwise, but still didn't seem to immediately react. Could just be good trigger disciplined. So as one teammate drops, the plant regardless will come in from the side of 1400. And we'll see how the defensive setup will develop. And it looks like one player dropping, Hazel shutting down Torque, so one player already being lost. Hugs watching from the side, and Tupac trying to clear this one out. Not a whole lot of time left to work with in this round. And it looks like Tupac could catch good timing, actually does find one. And it looks like Hugs coming from the side, goes for the knife, but regardless, the gun skill, the shots will be there in the end, and that's going to be a defuse and a successful retake coming in from the side of GoldBlood. It was not easy, though, by any means. Torque almost got caught up. The 2-on-3 clutch will not come into play from the side of 1400. So now it's going to be 4 rounds to 3. The side of GoldBlood bringing themselves back. And it looks like Hugs is going to be rocking the sniper to start off this round. Wouldn't surprise me if he did swap, and looks like he's going to. Oh, there we go. Wouldn't be the smartest push to have it when it came down to offense, especially on this map, but could have held that backside angle toward White Truck. We're going to see in Crusade toward Water Tower right now. And Aquatic firing away, trying to find that first kill, but it looks like it is going to be Torque who yet again drops. Not being a part of a lot of these crucial engagements. Currently sitting at the bottom of his team, but we know how talented this guy can be. Still looking right now with Tupac. As it looks like Hugs just ran past one player on that flank, and that is going to be in Crusade. So if you are Aquatic in this position, you do not know there are this many guys around you, and yes, he's going to get dropped, only a pistol in hand, and Hugs on the opposite side of that bomb. This is going to be a very, very tall task. And if you look, all these players hanging in the exact same building, watching every line sight that they can. They know where the bomb is at, and he's going to get picked off. Yeah, all three players kind of remaining in that building makes it very difficult. It's like a fort that they were holding down. And ACR, the creator, finishing off the final kill. Trying to reach that top kill total, but Hulksta sitting at the very top, 12-5, playing very, very well at the moment. Leading the way, not just for his team, but in the entire lobby. Looking at his teammate Hazels right now. He's going to be the bomb carrier for what could be the final round of this map number 1. Nades coming in from Twerk. We'll see if those connect with anything, but stuns actually come into play. Hugs finding that kill with the sniper rifle. Decides going back up. I think he found that one through mid. Nice response are coming in from Hazels, firing away inside of 10. Not spotting anyone as of yet. Post that first kill that he found. Tupac, excuse me, finding that one. Tupac also ends up dropping shortly after that. So kills going down. Hulksta trying to stay alive. Player toward the back, and Twerk will finish off that gunfight. That's a big victory for him. You're going to see this one again. So Twerk coming from the side. He's going to catch Hulksta off guard. And despite that, Hulksta 13-6. You're the best player from one team, and arguably as far as stats are concerned, the worst from the other. Going at it, and in the end, the David versus Goliath, David wins this fight. Of course, like I said, you do see some support coming in from opposite angles, and that's a big loss there coming in from the side of GoldBlood. Losing someone like Tupac, and really just losing any player at all on offense. And in crucial rounds like this where they cannot afford to lose. They drop down one. Thankfully, they're able to at least get one back, but Crusade responds to the kill on Twerk. 2 on 3, now make it a 1 on 3. Aquanic all by his lonesome. Crusade doing the damage. It looks like he is going to get spotted out. So his position is known. Pistol in hand, and actually the stun comes in. The stun actually comes in from one of ACR's teammates. As it's going to be a very interesting final gunfight as we obviously witness this one. Stuns both players, and it is going to be an advantage in the end toward the side of 1400. As they will close out this map number 1, winning this one at 6 rounds to 4. And now going up 1-0 overall in the series, with Hulksta dropping 13 kills, only 6 deaths. And Hazel's right behind 8-7, I believe, with at least 2 plants there as well. Welcome back, everyone, to the Ghost 4v4 Search and Destroy. We're in our first semi-final, potentially our last one as well. Of course, got a number of different matches currently taking place. And we are currently sitting at 1-0 in favor of the side of 1400, side of GoldBlood. Their backs are against the wall, and we'll see what they can try and provide to force at least a map number 3. Of course, like I said, these are best of 3s. So with that in mind, I always say means each map means that much more. Shots beginning to come in as Hazels and Hulksta will both finish off the final kills in this round. And in this one, Crusade, I believe, ends up starting off with some nice snipes. So it's definitely something I want to be aware of when it comes down to Octane. I think out of the 4 Search and Destroy maps, this one is definitely the most sniper heavy. And I think I've even seen a few times in tournaments that we've had where teams have actually even rocked like 2 to 3 sniper rifles at a time, and it looks like the side of GoldBlood would be rocking that same strategy. It looks like Hugs quickly swaps back over, but at least from the defensive side, it's not at all unordinary to see that. Shots coming in early as Hulksta fires a few bullets forward, only tagging up. But no kills as of yet, no one dropping. And Hulksta coming on a little bit of a flank just toward the side tank. Finishes off Twerk at the same time. Crusade doing some damage yet again with that sniper rifle. Sitting at 3-0. Now Hugs and Tupac sitting together. Hug spots one from the side of the player just toward his right, but no, Hulksta is going to be there. The quick reaction time will guarantee him the gunfight. And now it's all left up to Tupac as Hulksta. What in the world is this? Look at this reaction time. That is a nice, very quick come up, that reaction. looked a lot more impressive in the from Tupac's point of view, but still very nice reaction time to spot Tupac being in that line sight up in strip window. But regardless, Hulk's is starting out very, very well, 4-0. Crusade still rocking that sniper rifle, feeling very confident. Who wouldn't? Especially when you're sitting at 4-0. Hulk step back to join him and actually pass him. 5-0 now. Tupac, Twerk. Yet to find a kill for their teams. And it looks like Tupac will finally get on the board. Shuts down Hulkster, the main man that you needed to shut down. And we'll see how the defensive play works out in the situation. Looks like one player could be coming from behind. Yes, ACR, quick to shut down one, picks up that Vector off the ground. And Tupac at least spots one, tosses out the stun for good measure, but unfortunately can't get to him fast enough. As this is a quick 3 rounds. 3 rounds down and 3 rounds in the favor of the side of 1400. Feeling very good. Only 1 kill earned. And that was one measly kill that Tupac was able to find through mid-map. So this is a situation that we're not going to see very often. A team completely destroying in the first beginning rounds of a semifinal. But still, you got to give them credit. I think it's only fair that we do look on the board with Crusade has been sniping very, very well. I was curious to see, when it comes to the Warhawk, it's kind of a medium range, but more of a longer range map, how they would fare off an Octane map that's a little bit bigger, a little bit more longer line sights. Seems that's favoring them very well. But if GoldBlood can close this one out, if they can make a comeback and start to make some magic happen, maybe a Freight would kind of catch off the side of 1400, maybe catch them off guard potentially. We'll see how they do fare off, and they do advance potentially to future rounds. Different maps, how they'll do. Crusade, been looking through his perspective the entire time. Of course, all of his teammates dropping. He's the last alive, 1 on 4. And if you're on the side of GoldBlood, a little bit of a relief at the moment, as a little bit of a regain moment at the top of the ladder, as Torque will be quick to shut down Crusade. Of course, has a little bit of an idea as to where he could be. As the pistol versus the Vector. Pistol's pretty good, but the Vector's a lot better. Pistol's actually not too bad in this game, I think it's fair to say. I was kind of curious. I honestly totally forgot that pistols existed in Call of Duty Ghosts for whatever reason. Like, didn't even really think about it. Pistols are actually not too bad. Like, you can literally like get three or four bullets with the pistols. They're not a bad weapon by any means. So, of course, you might should have a Vector, but pistols are great too, especially when there's no overkill. But Tupac finding one with an early nade. As that Crusade just kind of chilling right now in bottom strip. Teammates starting to drop as we'll look on board with Hulkster right now. After seeing that bomb go down, he tries to regain, tries to pick that one up, but can't make much more of it. Now Crusade left all by his lonesome 1-on-3 scenario. Has that sniper rifle out. And it looks like he could get sought out from behind. Yeah, so his position is going to be known. Yeah, there's going to be 2 players. Too many players looking at him. So 2 rounds back-to-back right now for the side of GoldBlood. They've caught a little bit of fire, got some momentum under themselves. And slowly but surely began to bring this one back. It's not only going to be down by 1 round. Hulkster still doing damage at the top of the scoreboard for the opposite side of 1400. Currently sitting at 6-3. As I'm going to look on board right now with Tupac. Of course, they're going to be smoking over, tossing those stuns, those nades. And I was curious what the play call would be for the offensive team coming in this one. It looks like stuns out. And GoldBlood could be making a little bit of a fake or a play toward A. But it looks like Twerk dropping for that first blood. And I'm curious to see what Hulkster is up to at the moment. As it looks like, despite the attention that was drawn over toward middle map, Tupac and co make the rotation back toward B. As Tupac has rotated around the entire map. And it looks like 2 teammates have dropped already. Hugs moving toward back B. And this is a very awkward spot for Tupac to be in because, yeah, if he drops, this round is almost going to be over because there's no way the Hugs can get to that bomb in time to plant it down, especially on top of dropping 4 players. So a very interesting round. It looks like It looked to me almost as if awkward communication maybe came into play, as if it's like, hey, we actually want to rush toward A, and then they toss the smokes out. The rush doesn't happen. Tupac kind of hangs in the back lines and says, actually, I'm going to be making a little bit of a rush late, or a little bit of a rush, a late push over toward that opposite site, toward B, and one player gets behind, kind of messes up that entire push, and I don't know, just kind of awkward communication, maybe a misplay coming in from GoldBlood, but if you're in the position that they're in right now, they can't afford to have mistakes. And Crusade swaps that Vector, and unfortunately he gets met with the nice Vector shots coming in from Tupac. ACR up top strip, is able to shut down a Quanic at the time. And it looks like two players getting ready to meet up with each other. That is going to be Tupac and... Actually, no, that's not teammates at all. Excuse me, that's not teammates. That is Tupac and ACR just on the outside of that strip building. And that bomb is going to be down in a pretty awkward spot. So if you are Hulksta and ACR, you're going to have to make a little bit of a collective effort to work on getting that objective. As they will soon meet. They do so in only 25 seconds left. Bomb picked up and shots are beginning to come in toward top strip. ACR making his way out. There's going to be one player ready and waiting here. That is going to be Twerk. Twerk is ready on this bomb. He can wait just long enough. Yes, he's going to be able to stay alive, but Tupac coming for the rush. Hulksta quickly to try to get that bomb down. Who's going to get here in time? Can Hulksta get off the bomb? Can he get the plant off? Yes. Can he win the gunfight is the question. Player toward his right, but can't turn fast enough, as it will be GoldBlood who is going to stay alive. Of course, it would only be the 5th round toward the side of 1400, but being down 5-2 compared to 4-3 is so much different when it comes down to really a mode that only takes 6 rounds to win. So very, very big as far as momentum is considered and the pace of this game. And already being down 1-0 in this series is GoldBlood. A round like that is so, so crucial. So a big win for the side of GoldBlood, as they will now face offense. More of a collective push this time. Tupac not going to have the bomb in his hands. Instead swaps from that sniper quick back to that Vector after not seeing anyone. Interesting reticle choice there from Aquanic, but let's see what he can rock with. And not for too much longer. Crusade quick to pick him off, but he ends up dropping from the side as well. Hugs with that kill. ACR having a pretty decent position right now looking toward B. I've actually seen a few players rock this line sight. Very, very nice. Especially when you got a thermal sight on it. So a 3-on-2 advantage. Hulksta ends up dropping down Hugs, and just like that, last player alive will be dropped in unison as Hulksta will finish off those 2 kills. 12-4 for this guy. As he's just having a ball right now. Props to Hulksta, man. He is going off. And now putting his team on series points. One more round needed to advance themselves into the finals, as they will now face another offensive round. Of course, early stun coming in. No kills happening at the moment for the side of GoldBlood because they're the ones who need it the most. As Tupac will drop, Hulksta at the same time drops to nice shot coming in from Hugs. One player making his way into top B right now is Hugs. Spots one from afar at strip, and yes, makes that one worth. Nice long shot coming in Crusade. Not the worst of positions to be in, but based on where the enemy is, every single angle is covered. No matter where he moves, he could be spotted at any time. Player just above him should be found out. Yes, so position known. One player jumps out of top pawn, and doesn't matter in the end. Twerk will be there for the ending kill. So 5 rounds to 4. And this one potentially starts to get interesting. And it looks like Sniper going to continue to be out for Crusade. Now, if Crusade can find a first blood when it comes into the defensive side, this would be huge to close out this game. Focusing his attention immediately toward that strip push that could be a likely one. Of course, you do see 2 players from the side of GoldBlood having a little bit of attention toward that B site. Also toward that strip side, you got 2-2 split. One player backs up into the bottom strip, and Crusade misses that shot, hooks the dropping. And the bomb could be going down shortly. Crusade not seeing anyone. ACR quick to hop on that bomb, finds the kill, backs up, and a player just toward his left as well. This is a big amount of fights that he's winning. Aquatic goes for the knife, but ACR is there for the win. 2 on 3. ACR going big in this round right now. Hazel's jumping in, could spot someone from behind. Both of these players very close, and Hazel doesn't see him. Hazel does not spot the player that was just toward his right. His teammates now could get overwhelmed with enemies as ACR will drop, and now it's all left up to Hazel's 1 on 2, but thankfully, the bomb, it's going down right now. Can he shut him down? Yes, he does. He just needs to stay alive, try to run away from this position. And now Tupac quickly has to hop on that bomb and go for the plant. Hazel just needs to find the angle. Can he get it in time? Bomb is down. Hazel's coming from the side. Can he win the gunfight? Is the question. Yes! Gunfight going to go to Hazel's, as that will close it out for the side of 1400, as they will win this one in total in the series 2-0 in the back-to-back maps, winning this one 6 rounds to 4.